Right now, area communities are under snow emergencies after several inches of snow fell across southern Wisconsin.
Plus, slippery roads and a fuel spill are causing major traffic backups on the interstate. We'll tell you which roads to avoid.
And a News 3 Now exclusive. Tonight, we sit down with 3 local chiefs of police following the fatal beating of Tyree Nichols at the hands of Memphis officers. What they're doing to ensure similar incidents don't happen here. You're watching News 3 Now at 5. As the heavy snow continues to fall across the region, the city of Madison and many others are now under snow emergencies.
Those will be in place through tomorrow night. So this means alternate side parking rules will be in effect across the entire city. Officials are urging people to find off-street parking if possible. We have live team coverage tonight as the weather alert day continues.
Our Tahlil Mohadeen and Catherine Merker live out in the elements in Madison, showing us how this snowfall is impacting our roads. But let's start with Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalta. He's out on the weather patio, and a look at our first warn weather. Gary?
Well, the good news is things are starting to wind down. In fact, some of the warnings and advisories have already been canceled. Let's take a look at the latest ones, and they're only in effect until 6 o'clock. So winter storm warning still for Dane County and areas to the southwest and northeast. Winter weather advisory for Sauk, Jefferson, and Rock County, as well as Marquette and Green Lake counties. But again, this is only through 6 p.m. Snow vision snowfall estimates from the radar shows around 6 inches or a little bit more through Dane County and areas just to the east. You can see lesser amounts to the northwest and to the southeast, kind of what we anticipated. The heavier snow band, probably a little bit wider than what's shown there. But as we take a look at high-resolution Doppler radar, you can see snow and a mixture of rain and snow starting to wind down from northwest to southeast. Much of this will be over with over the next few hours. You can see 6-hour future track radar, maybe a few flurries lingering on until about midnight, but that's about it. Current temperatures are at or above freezing. In fact, Madison's at 35, Janesville at 34. So it's a slushy, wet snow, a heart attack type snow that you want to be very careful when you're shoveling. Across Dane County right now, 34 degrees in Edgerton, 35 in Sun Prairie, 36 degrees in Cross Plains and Mount Horeb. Look for skies to be mostly cloudy this evening, maybe a rain or snow shower early evening. Otherwise, temperatures holding nearly steady in the middle 30s. Later on, I'll take a look at whether or not we're going to see some warmer weather to start melting this snow in just a few minutes.
All right, Gary, thank you. A fuel leak caused by a semi-rollover has caused the northbound lanes of the interstate to close for much of the day, leading to significant backups.
Now, this incident happened on a ramp at the interchange connecting I-3990 and the westbound Beltline. Our Tahlil Mohadeen is live in that area with more details. Tahlil?
Right, this is still an ongoing situation. Behind me, there are a number of emergency crews still responding to that rollover. And further down on the I-90, northbound traffic is not happening because, in fact, it is closed. There's no traffic coming through while they work to clear any hazardous material left behind by that leak. Now, responding to the fuel leak caused by the semi-rollover, Madison and State Emergency shut down the roads since late this morning, leaving much of the I-90 at a near total standstill all the way through to Janesville. State Patrol officials say since this morning they've had over 30 vehicle runoffs, that's cars losing control, sliding into a ditch or median, and they've also responded to a number of crashes, 25 vehicle crashes, 3 of which have resulted in injury. Now, they say they don't yet have a time frame for when these northbound lanes will be back open because there's a lot for them, they say, to consider, but that number one priority for them is safety. Now, reporting live near the interstate marker 143, Tahlil Mohadeen, News 3 Now.
Tahlil, thank you. And here is another look at that interstate backup. You can see the long line of cars being diverted to Highway 73. And according to the 511 map, highways east of Madison are still a bit slippery. So if you're heading that way, be sure to take your time to get where you're going.
This winter storm made busy streets in downtown Madison a major headache for the morning commute.
Some buses got stuck in the thick, heavy snow. Our Catherine Merck joins us live downtown with an update at what this evening's commute home is looking like. Catherine?
Hello, Eric and Susan. I'm just off of East Washington here, and like you said, I've been following some of the issues that public transportation has had on this morning commute and what it's going to look like as you head home tonight. So after talking to the city, they told me that 15 buses went off of the roads today, causing some concerns and some traffic rearranging with that happening. As we head into this evening, the city tells me that things are looking a bit better. As I said, I'm here off of East Wash right now, and things do look better. The roads have been plowed, and cars are getting through just fine, but the city does say that they still could have delays and to plan accordingly when you go home tonight.
We had a rough morning this morning. It all kind of came, the heavy wet snow came all at once. About 9 a.m. to noon was a little rough for us. Going into the afternoon commute tonight, I'm guessing that there might be, depending on what the weather has in store for us, there might be some delays again, so people should plan ahead.
The city said no one was hurt in any of those bus slide-offs that happened today. I also spoke with the City of Madison Streets Division, who told me about what the plows are doing this evening. Make sure to stick with us at 6 o'clock for the latest updates on these road conditions. Reporting live in downtown Madison, I'm Catherine Merck with News 3 Now.
Catherine, thank you. Now, plows with the Streets Division, this is what we know. They've only been out a few hours. Crews say it could take another 12 to 14 hours before the roads are completely clear. They expect that to be sometime around 5 tomorrow morning. Right now, they are prioritizing the main routes as well as local highways. The storm also forced 5 early voting locations across the city to close today. There are the Warner Park Community Recreation Center, the Wisconsin Youth Company, the Boys and Girls Club, the Mung Institute, and the Catholic Multicultural Center. Remember, for in-person absentee voting, you can go to any polling location to vote. You can look for more information at channel3000.com.
Stay up to date on the weather with our First Warn Forecast weather app. It has school closings, hourly forecasts, road conditions, and the latest radar. You can download it for free in your phone's app store. Just search WISC weather. 3 teenagers are charged in connection with a string of burglaries and car thefts from last summer.
Our Braden Ross spoke with Madison police today about these charges. And Braden, they say there could still be more charges coming. Is that right?
That's right. Madison police say they've arrested these teenagers for some of these crimes, but they're still collecting evidence that could connect them to more. Police say the teens worked together to steal everything from wallets to cars across Madison last summer. They then allegedly used stolen credit cards to purchase gas and other things at area gas stations. Police told me they're still looking to solve other cases, some of which could be related to these suspects.
These 3 were certainly working together. There certainly were others working with them, and those investigations are still going on for possible suspects and charges in those. But these 3 were able to be charged with the crimes that they committed often together.
Police say the teens targeted cars and houses with unlocked doors, at times entering through garage doors to grab wallets and car keys. They told me keeping your stuff locked up and being vigilant in your neighborhood can help keep your belongings safe.
Braden, thank you. And next at 5, Gary is back with a complete look at our First Warn forecast.
Plus an exclusive interview you will only see here on News 3 after Tyree Nichols was fatally beaten by officers in Tennessee. We'll hear from 3 local police chiefs, how they're working to prevent similar incidents.
And on Wall Street, it's back-to-back losing streak for the Dow now. The Dow tumbling more than 249 points. NASDAQ off about 121. S&P 500 falls 36. And we'll be right back.
Hey, Dad.
Hey, honey, come on in. Have a seat.
Dad, what's this I hear about you not showering lately?
You know, I can't climb over that bathtub. I almost fell last week.
Regain bathing independence with a call to Mad City Baths. We offer a full line of accessible bath and shower designs. And with our price lock guarantee, schedule a free estimate now and lock in your price guaranteed for 1 year. And now save during our 60-60-60 sale. Receive 60% off installation on a new bath or shower. 60 months zero interest senior military discounts. Plus call during this program and get a free $60 restaurant.com gift card with estimate. From Madison throughout South Central Wisconsin, call 608-729-4466. That's 608-729-4466.
There's nothing better than a great night's sleep on a new mattress from Steinhafels. Right now, save up to $900 on adjustable base sets. Queen Beauty Rest mattresses start at $399. Or step up to the new Beauty Rest Black and get $200 in Steinhafels cash, plus a $100 MasterCard rewards card. And with Steinhafels 72-month financing, your new mattress just got more affordable. So save big and rest easy on your new Beauty Rest mattress from Steinhafels.
Are you a T-Mobile customer in Wisconsin? Recently, T-Mobile disclosed that 37 million customer accounts were hacked, putting your personal information at risk. Don't let identity theft ruin your credit score and cost you thousands of dollars. Call Lawton & Gates for a free consultation and learn your rights.
Don't delay. The Brothers Maine President's Day sale is happening now. Shop local and save with tremendous deals on Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Maytag, and Amana appliances. We have the area's largest selection and the lowest prices guaranteed. Feel like family. Brothers Maine.
When we designed the all-new Honda Pilot Trail Sport, we made it adventure ready. With features like an enhanced all-wheel drive system and off-road tuned suspension, so you can blaze new trails. The all-new Pilot Trail Sport, the most off-road capable Honda SUV ever. Visit your local Honda dealer where new vehicles are arriving daily. Buy online or reserve from select Honda dealers.
Multiple arrests have been made in a string of car thefts. Our Braden Ross speaks to the MPD about the case. And we'll bring you the latest road conditions, what roads you should avoid on your way home. That's tonight on News 3 Now at 6.
A scam that tricks bank customers, stealing money from their accounts.
They try to get money as much and as fast as possible, and then they're gone.
News 3 Now is getting answers to help you avoid becoming the next target of bank imposters. Tonight at 10. You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
Southwest Airlines Chief Operating Officer apologized on Capitol Hill today for that travel fiasco that stranded thousands of flyers over the holidays. Testifying before the Senate Commerce Committee, a leader of the pilots union accused Southwest of ignoring years of warnings that could have prevented that meltdown. Nearly 17,000 flights were canceled in an operational failure that went on for more than a week. Passengers were unable to rebook or reach customer service. Southwest says it's already making upgrades to its technology, but the root causes of the meltdown will take longer to fix.
When will it be completed?
We're undergoing the assessment right now. We are doing a top to bottom view of our winter operations, and there'll undoubtedly be in the millions and millions of dollars.
Southwest says it has processed refunds and returned lost bags, but admits some customers are still waiting to be compensated. Let's get a look at your first warn forecast now. Here's Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti. Gary?
Well, most of the snow is winding down, so let's take a look at how much snow has accumulated from some of the preliminary snowfall reports that are coming in so far. Here at the station, we picked up about 7 inches of a very slushy, wet snow. Sun Prairie, 7 inches. Mount Horeb, about 6.5. About 5 inches in Sauk City. The official reading at the airport, 4.8 inches, but that is as of noon. They measure it every 6 hours, so we'll get an updated report hopefully by the end of the 6, if not then by the 10. And then Oregon in the southern part of Dane County, about 4 inches. Across the rest of southern Wisconsin, Dodgeville, over 7 inches. Cuba City and Grant County, 6 inches. Almost 6 in Baraboo, 5.7 in Partyville up in Columbia County. Lancaster, 5 inches. Platteville, 5 inches. But the amounts dropped off very significantly as you headed to the south and east into northern Illinois and into the Milwaukee area. Milwaukee only picked up a little more than an inch of snow. But now you can see the last band of snow, and it's actually a mix of rain and snow moving through eastern Dane County down to around Monroe. That's heading off to the east. Just a few flurries behind that. Most of the accumulating snow should be over with. And you can see the wider view, the heavier bands of snow now shifting northeast across Lake Michigan and into Michigan. Again, a few flurries back to the west, but really that will wind down pretty quickly. And 6-hour future track radar pulls everything out of here. So again, the accumulating snow is over with, and we actually have some quiet weather on the way. In fact, 3 things you need to know in the forecast. Sunshine returns for tomorrow. It'll be a little colder, high temperatures in the upper 20s, but then we'll turn milder already this weekend. Temperatures back into the upper 30s to near 40. It'll be dry from later tonight all the way through Tuesday morning, and then the next chance of rain will be Valentine's Day afternoon into Tuesday night. And another system on Thursday bears some watching, because that could start out as a mix of rain and snow, changing over to snow. But our big storm now lifting to the north and east, the jet stream pushing it along pretty quickly. Notice to the north and west, a little shot of colder air with a quick shift in the jet stream, but the western part of the country, temperatures are warming up. We're still at or above freezing through much of southern Wisconsin. Temperatures in the middle 30s, so that's a slushy wet snow, some of that already melting, even to our north and west. 37 in Eau Claire. The colder weather is lurking back to the west, but we're not going to get the full brunt of that. Just a little bit of a cool down for tonight and tomorrow, and then those temperatures will warm right back up as we head into the weekend. So again, winter storm, this is just for the next until 6 o'clock. Winter storm warning for Dane County and areas to the northwest or southwest and northeast, and then winter weather advisory around that. Otherwise, planning your night, skies will turn cloudy and start to clear out toward morning. 18 for the low in Pine Bluff, 18 in Mount Vernon, and across the rest of southern Wisconsin. Early morning lows will actually occur around 8 a.m. 20 for the low in Janesville, 18 in Monroe. And for tomorrow, we're back to mostly sunny skies, a little colder, high temperature at 27. The first warn 7 to 10 day forecast near 40 for the weekend, low 40s early next week. Rain shower chances from late Valentine's Day afternoon into Wednesday morning. Again, that other system, mix of rain and snow early on Thursday, may change to some snow, and then a little colder for Friday. Temperatures warm right back up as we head into the following weekend. In first warn traffic, of course, we have that shutdown on I-3990 from the Highway 73 interchange up to the Beltline. You'll need to take Highway 73 to US 12 and that over to the Beltline to bypass that. If you're coming from Janesville, I would probably recommend Highway 14 because there's backups on 3990 approaching the interchange there. Otherwise, the Beltline in pretty good shape. Of course, 3990, 94 to the north, no problems because there's not much traffic coming in from the south. As far as travel times, about a 15-minute trip either way on the Beltline between University Avenue and the interstate. Going southbound on I-3990 from the Beltline to Janesville, no problems there. US 12 Middleton to Sauk City is a 16-minute trip. Downtown to Sun Prairie, East Washington Avenue and US 151 takes you 17 minutes. That's your News 3 Now First Warn traffic.
Gary, thank you. In the wake of the Tyre Nichols killing, we're seeking answers from our community leaders. Susan Simon hosts an exclusive roundtable discussion with police chiefs from our area. That's next on News 3 Now at 5.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
A former prosecutor, now circuit court judge, Janet Protasewicz. On the Supreme Court, she'll be a common-sense judge. She believes in abortion rights, fairness for all, and protecting public safety. Janet Protasewicz for Supreme Court.
Everybody who's come over said that it looks nice. My son downstairs, he big time, he's like, hey, I like this. This is sweet.
The most used room in your home is probably your bathroom. So when it comes to updating that space, you want it done right. Call Mad City Baths, your trusted local source for custom-made baths, showers, and walk-in tubs, infused with Microban antimicrobial protection for easy cleaning. Mad City is Wisconsin's #1 remodeler. And now save during our 60-60-60 sale. Receive 60% off installation on a new bath or shower. We install year-round. And ask about our price lock guarantee. Plus 60 months, 0 interest. Senior military discounts. And call now. Get a $60 restaurant.com gift card with estimate. From Madison throughout South Central Wisconsin, call 608-729-4466. That's 608-729-4466.
Memories matter. This bend on Cox Hollow Lake was one of Dad's favorite fishing holes. Crest Funeral and Cremation Service helped us make sure he's never forgotten. Making it personal. It's how you heal. We are Crest. We truly believe your memories matter.
Trains are coming to Madison, in miniature that is, at the 55th Mad City Model Railroad Show, February 18th and 19th at the Alliant Energy Center. Get caught up in 100,000 square feet of trains, clinics, and exhibits, with 300 vendor tables featuring train merchandise, toys, hobby supplies, railroad antiques, collectibles, and much more. Many door prizes and 4 train sets will be given away each day. It's a great entertainment value for the whole family, Saturday and Sunday, February 18th and 19th at the Alliant Energy Center. Save online.
going for Judge Janet
Protasewicz?
You don't need to know how to say Protasewicz to know that Judge Janet believes in abortion rights, fairness, and public safety.
Protasewicz.
A moment that once again shook the nation. Questions now swirling about just how effective police reform policies are after Tyre Nichols died after a police beating on January 7th in Memphis. Protests erupted once again, a nation left raw and bitter with the feeling that this keeps happening again and again. George Floyd, Tyre Nichols, so many more. The question now left for police departments to answer, are policies enough?
I just want to make sure everybody understands that we are 100% committed to working with you. To revise policy.
That was Memphis Police Director Mike Rawlings in June of 2020 after George Floyd's murder. The department making a fresh commitment to the community to implement reforms. Leaving a question for every department. Are policies enough? And in the wake of Tyre Nichols' killing, we're seeking answers from our community leaders about what they're doing to ensure that we avoid a similar incident here. And we've invited 3 local police chiefs to join our discussion tonight. Sean Barnes is the chief of the Madison Police Department. David Moore is the Janesville Police Chief, and Andre Sales is the police chief in the city of Beloit. Gentlemen, welcome. Thank you for being here and for braving the weather to be here. We appreciate your time very much. We have to keep in mind, particularly in a week like this, when a police officer lost his life in the city of Milwaukee, that most law enforcement officers do their jobs honestly and courageously. They put their lives on the line every day. But something in Memphis went terribly wrong. From your opinion, in your opinion, what went wrong? And what are you saying? What are the conversations you're having now with the officers in your department in the wake of this incident?
Right. Well, thank you for having me first. You know, this incident to me was like many other incidents that we've seen that really shocked your conscience. And so the officers really are disappointed. The officers who have spoken to me are disappointed by what they saw. We do the best that we can with training, with selection, but what I saw in Memphis was a culture issue. The officers, as you saw, were wearing body-worn cameras, yet it didn't change their behavior because it was something about the culture of that unit or that section or their supervisors that made them think that behavior was okay despite the fact that it was on camera. And so we always say policy is important, but nothing is as important as the culture of your organization. And I believe that starts with the supervisors, and of course it certainly ends with the chief of police.
Chief Moore, we've seen several incidents now on video where 4 or 5 officers are dealing with one person, and there is sort of a mob mentality. And one of the aspects coming out of the Memphis situation is that it appears camaraderie overrode character, and some would say it suffocated character. On the point of culture within a department, on a base level, what are you doing to ensure that that kind of a culture is not allowed in your department?
Thank you. I can tell you that, like all of our agencies here, we have policy in place, we have training in place, but that doesn't assure culture. I will tell you that in Memphis, I'm sure they have policy that says those officers should not have conducted themselves that way, certainly have training, but that didn't change culture. So what we have done to assure that that culture stays in place is we hire people of character, people that care about others, and then bring them into an organization that respects others, respects citizens, and make sure that we are truly protecting our citizens. But then there are 4 things that we do to assure that that continues. First, on every use of force, a sergeant is assigned to investigate that immediately. So every time there was a use of force incident, a sergeant goes to the scene, interviews the officer, interviews the suspect, interviews any witnesses, and we look at the body-worn camera video, and we pass judgment right there if that force was appropriate. Second, with our body-worn cameras, we have a random audit system, so we're checking officers' performance continuously. Next, in our scenario-based training, we have some scenarios that the actor is using excessive force, and in that scenario, the officers responding have to identify the excessive force, stop the use of the excessive force, and report it to a sergeant. And then lastly, we have a group called our Dynamic Training and Policy Group. And this group is a lieutenant, a sergeant, and all of the trainers in our department, be it baton or vehicle contacts, firearms, OC spray, taser. And what we do is we look out throughout the nation for those incidents that are concerning. We've looked at Uvalde, Texas, Akron, Ohio, Los Angeles, California, and now we're assessing Memphis. And what we look at is we identify the issues that occurred there, and then we look at our policy, our training, and our equipment and see what changes we need to make to assure that nothing like that comes to our community.
Chief Sales, you can have all of the technology and tools and training in the world, but police departments move at the speed of trust. What can you say to the people that are watching tonight to ensure to the communities that you serve that a Tyre Nichols style incident will not happen here nor be tolerated here?
I think one of the biggest things is our hiring process, not skipping certain hiring processes to bring in people just because we want to fill a spot. Is making sure that we are not changing the standards that we set for the Beloit Police Department, and that what that means is bringing in guardians, individuals that want to work with our community, from the marginalized communities to the affluent communities, getting those processes in places, understanding that, continuing our training. Every year we do bias training, making sure to understand that there's going to be some implicit biases that we have, but we cannot take those biases with us on the streets. Making sure that our cops understand that. Going back to the 21st century policing, having that procedural justice, making sure that we are giving our individuals and our community members that opportunity to have that voice when we make contact with them, understanding that we showed up to that call. We don't know everything, and we have to give them that opportunity to express what's going on, what occurred prior to us getting there, and giving them the opportunity to speak. They have rights. We got to make sure that we are making sure their rights are not taken advantage by our police officers. Making sure our first line supervisors are out on the street with them. We need that training. My police department has 63% of our police officers has 5 years or less experience. So we want to make sure that our supervisors are supervising the correct way, making sure that we're developing that culture within our police department to respect people. I'm a person that goes by my first name a lot, and my community members know that. I introduce myself as Andre to them. I want them to know who I am. I want them to know me on a first name basis. And once we make that connection, our community appreciates us, wants to be involved with us, and they're giving us tips on the crime that occurred in the city of Beloit.
I wish we had so much more time. This conversation will continue, and I sincerely hope the three of you will continue to be a big part of it in the days that come. Madison Police Chief Sean Barnes, Janesville Police Chief David Moore, and Beloit Police Chief Andre Sales. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
And we'll be right back. Oh, one thing I want to mention, this conversation continues tomorrow on News 3 Now at 5, and it will also continue Sunday on For the Record. We're following up live tomorrow with two Madison area lawmakers. Sheila Stubbs and Francesca Hong will be our guests. Eric Franke will be asking them the big questions, including if they believe the system itself is at fault. We'll be right back.
Ashley's President's Day Mattress Marathon starts now. Save up to 75% on mattress doorbusters from the top brands while they last. Or save big on Purple and Tempur-Pedic adjustable mattress sets. Only at Wisconsin's #1 mattress retailer, Ashley.
Are you tired of that old, outdated bath or shower and ready for a change? Then call Mad City Baths and bring your bathroom up to date. With modern colors and patterns infused with microban antimicrobial protection for easy cleaning. Add shelves, grab bars, and handhelds. Or choose an easy access walk-in tub with relaxing hydrotherapy. So call now. It's our 60-60-60 sale. Receive 60% off installation on a new bath or shower. We install year-round. And remember, with our price lock guarantee, we'll guarantee your price for 1 year. Plus 60 months, zero interest senior military discounts. Last chance to call during this program to get the free $60 Restaurant.com gift card with estimate. From Madison throughout South Central Wisconsin, call 608-729-4466. That's 608-729-4466.
I became an orthopedic surgeon for a lot of reasons.
For a lot of reasons.
For a lot of reasons.
To help you take walks again.
To ease your pain.
To rebuild your strength.
And at every step along the way,
we take the time to answer all your questions.
We're here because we care.
We care about you.
You.
They care about me.
Sauk Prairie Healthcare Orthopedics, now offering robotic-assisted knee replacement.
Habush attorneys are the best of what a personal injury attorney is about.
To get the most money for your case, you need to have a law firm that's unrelenting.
We will fight with all that we have in person power, in knowledge and experience to bring about the result they deserve.
I can't give them their life back how it was, but I can give them the financial compensation to get their life back on track.
Ashley's biggest President's Day sale ever starts now. Get the very best deals of the season on furniture and mattress doorbusters, now up to 60% off. Plus 60-month special financing and delivery in as fast as 3 days on in-stock merchandise. Happening now at Ashley.
Good news is our winter storm is winding down. I'll have more on when we can expect some of the snow to melt at 6.
All right, more updates in a half hour on News 3 Now at 6. Stay tuned now for the CBS Evening News with Nora O'Donnell.